It's the moment we've all been waiting for. But first, the cherry juice stain revelation. During yet another motivational speech, you were struck by an idea. What if people painted their goals and hung their paintings on the walls by their beds? Kind of like a Dharma? Sorta. Without hesitation, you posted an announcement and eagerly waited the first session. Not many people came, but they painted with such enthusiasm that you ran out of ink, but I did not run out of ink. Do you have any idea how much ink I have? Who is painting with ink instead of actual paint? After the session ended, you discovered a terrible secret. Most of the settlement's residents could neither write nor draw. So many paintings were left to you. However, one of your students from work reminded you of a cherry juice stain that you left on a sheet when you first tried to use magic to make a glass of juice lift itself from the table and fly to you. You were overwhelmed by memories of how you started, and with the realization that you could now easily drink a mug of ale without spilling more than half of it. You're overcome with pride. Okay, well. So, now that we're filled with the pride here, let's see, what we gonna do? Well, first things first, I am actually going to turn a few things off. We have enough of these resources, it's not going to hurt me any, because I want to turn this one on. Barely positive. I don't need this on anymore. And that should give me... Yeah, my voice sounds funny. It's because I'm still sick. Can't be helped. Okay. Alright, fine. I'll try to balance my budget a little better. How's this? Let's see how this turns out. Oh, good. I've got all my money. Well, I know I'm going to end up doing land purchases. We're going to discount it more, though. This is close enough to balanced. Okay. The first big thing is I have so many things to do to boost our growth rates. It's going to be crazy. But before that, let's go to diplomatic weave. That was 20. That was 20. Look at the price. 2.7 million duckweed for the next fiber. How big is this? My diplomatic weave now expands to nearby townships. Alright. We could definitely boost some other things here. I have so much ink. I have so much stuff, but I do not have any wood or steel, hardly. Those are two things we're going to have to work on. Alright. Let's purchase more and more and more land. And what we're going to do with the land is we're going to go to property, structures, and we're going to build trade warehouses. These suckers will give me considerably more gold capacity. I guess I'll pick up deep drilling, because why not? But we're just going to keep purchasing more and more land. And when I've run out, these trade warehouses do cost quite a bit of iron plates and stone bricks. Actually, my stone brick is great. Iron's one of the things I'm low on, but it's fine. We'll keep doing this. We'll just keep pushing it until we can't get any more land, and then we'll rebuild the lumber mill and smelters. And maybe some other things besides. Then we're going to enjoy all of our potions and begin looking for the next unlock. Also... We've bought so many interesting things. Should I keep going with gathering? I do like gathering. I'll take social for now. Oh, I can't. Oh, okay, yeah, fair enough. True. Okay, we'll work towards unlocking that. That's fine. Okay, I'll take that deep drill. Nothing lit up, so I have no reason to redo the plantations for the time being. I'll continue leveling stuff up related to them. Oh yeah, there's something I need to show. Lists. Hold on. If I switch to careful gathering and I go back... it's working. That's funny. It wasn't working earlier. It kept failing. Now it's working. No idea why, but hey, you know, this list should contain every single herb. So I won't have to go one at a time anymore. So that's nice. Looks like our man is running thin. Well, I suppose I can't afford much more anyway. Maybe one more? Yeah, okay, that's the iron plate's getting too expensive. Alright. Yeah, we can definitely purchase one or two more land now. And then there's absolutely nothing I can do with the money. Like, what could I spend it on? Is there anything? I don't think there is. I don't think there's anything I can do with my, I suppose I could purchase these. Do I need urns? I think I might actually turn all my money off. If there's nothing left to purchase, why do I need it? I can instead invest it all into things I can actually use. Hold on a second. Let's do some other thing for a minute. I'll just temporarily turn this off. And while my mana recovers very quickly, we're going to go over here. Okay, here it is. It's time. I've been saving this up for a while. Okay. 39,000. So this is a 43. 72. That's not as much as I'd hoped. That didn't even double the number. Oh, it's not as much as I was hoping. I mean, it's a big deal, but it's not what I need. I need a way bigger deal. We might actually use the amnesia potions next, if this is how it's gonna be. Man, all that massive investment in searching for herbs. Well, we have another category. Let's see what this does. 10x become 13x. I see. Well. Okay. Yeah, well. It's going to keep going this way, huh? What about this one? Social training effect. See, that one was huge. Social training just got a significant buff. And knowledge. Well, yeah. Alright, social. We'll pay attention to what happens to social. Alright. Yeah, we could try amnesia potions to literally rebuild different ways. But for the moment... Oh, that's the limit on that. Okay, fair enough. Okay. Alright, so... Let's fill up our coin purse. Let's just fill her up. I'm wondering if it'll let me hold higher than my maximum. It might, but it probably won't. But we'll try. It doesn't hurt to try. We're going to sell off all the things we don't need and invest in things that we do need. This unfortunately means my herbalist drawing racks are going to go away. Yep. It sucks, but I don't need them anymore. For now. We're still not doing this, so I can ignore that. Chemistry labs. Do I really care about alchemy when we got such a poor result? Maybe I care more about my crafting effort? Oh, hey, this increases the maximum number of wells I can have? Now that's interesting. Well, I like that. Alright, libraries. I think we're all in on libraries. Okay. So, stone, clay, iron. Let's get the smelters up. Let's get the lumber mills back up. Alright, libraries. Oh, and already the iron plate hits a wall. That's fine. All in on iron, please. I keep telling you, no more of that. You're not listening to me. No, don't do it. I don't need any more of this. I don't know that I'll find another use for clay pots, but I might as well have a few on hand. I don't know. Why not? Okay, mana. Enough of this. Alright, this one. How high can I force it? This'll be too much. This'll be much too much. Heh. Yeah, just a little bit. Alright, let's try 15. Or 16, whichever, whatever. Negative 29k is now... Let's try 10. 5k, it says. Really? That expensive still? Wait, 13? I thought I said 10. Didn't I say 10? Okay, that's more reasonable. I guess I don't need this on anymore. Okay. Alright, we are now crafting like maniacs. Iron plate. Every library is more learning speed. Tool workbenches. I'm tempted to just build all kinds of things, but space is always limited. Even with all the land we just picked up, there's just sharp limits. So right now we're going into learning mode. As many learning bonuses as I can squeeze out. I could put a couple of these in. It just costs wooden beams. Or... Well, while I'm doing that, you might as well get started. Progress is slow. Progress is very slow. Even with all those bonuses I just added, we're not going to be getting any of these anytime soon. Patience is the one I'm most interested in, actually. Although it's funny, because the bonus is just another gathering bonus. but it's the easiest one to get. I'm pretty sure that this is a job and that's a job. This actually sounds like it's a really big deal. But that's a very difficult gap to bridge. So I think we switch to a martial arts tournament. Hmm. Hmm. Oh no, I ran out of clay. Oh no, is it still going? Oh no, 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 I turned you off. Just turn off. Okay, enough. You're supposed to be making iron plates. Uh-oh. Really? Surprise. Is that so? Alright, that's fine. I can just make some. Steel has surprisingly few uses to me right now. You know what? Do this one. This list is too big. I can't put more things on it, it seems. I tried, but a couple of things that aren't on it, just they won't go on the list. Maybe this will work now. Things are suddenly working that weren't earlier. I think I reset the game at some point. Let's see. Save. Oh, hey, it did work now. Okay, yeah, there were things that weren't working earlier, but everything's working now, so hooray. Yeah, I think I reset the game at some point. Alright, well, at the very least, the jobs are gaining massive amounts of levels. So that's good. If any of them can compete with Senior Builder, we'll find out. None of them can compete with Senior Builder, and I know it. But whatever, something's going up. As long as something is going up, eh? Hmm. Anyway, I need to get to the martial arts tournament, and then we need to go all in on physical growth. I do want advanced engineering. A masonry cottage and an alchemist laboratory? Sound good. Maybe we'll finally get some new potions. As for the iron ore, I'll have to keep an eye on that. Clay. We are actually gaining clay because we're doing everything, but perhaps... God, it just goes down so quick, doesn't it? Hmm. So if we check now, I have lots of clay. All the clay I can eat. Wonderful. No, not wonderful. It's not enough. It's not nearly enough. I can't shop my way out of this either because they only sell it in blocks of 1,000. Oh, I see. Let's make a new list. Pick list. Clay mining. And push-ups. What? No, create new. Yeah. Clay mining. Push-ups. Create. Okay. Alright, still negative. That just means double the push-ups. Clay mining is so incredibly physically and demanding. You'd think we'd get stronger by doing clay mining, but I guess not. Oh well. We're gonna keep pumping out libraries. And I feel like trade stalls for the social training. And is there any piece of furniture that I really need? The only thing I didn't get was the spell analyzer and some things relating to crafting and stuff. I think I'm going to ignore those at the moment. As for these, ruby pendants are good. Hey, something's crossed 100%, 100. Our first one. Let's see, you are social. However much this will get me. Energy regen. Mentalist. I don't have nightshade. I'm always short on nightshade. That's one particular herb I have trouble keeping in stock. Well, it couldn't hurt. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll make another 10. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, okay, that was the limit. Okay, there we go. Lots more energy and health. Cool. Sage's notes. Mage's notes. Actually, these are good. Okay, these are for courses. This one's at least something. Fine, I guess routine learning is good too. Steel hammers. Steel amulets. Alright. Obsidian amulets. Alright, I guess that's everything I can do for the moment. I can clean up the numbers later. Look at these, how quickly they're multiplying. Well, anyway. And that brings us back to the library question. Okay, I do not have enough iron. Which means mining. Do I need more libraries? One more. One more libraries. Yeah. Just one. That martial arts tournament approaches with its physical learning boost. Okay, we'll get that. I suppose I can gather a smidgen of herbs while we wait. I'll turn the crafting speed boost off in exchange for... In exchange for what? Honestly, there's nothing else I need. Huh. Well, I guess I'll turn, Huh. Really? No physical training boost? You sure? That's hell. This one's, healing. Oh, Oh, wait, yes, this one right here, this one. We turn this one on. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, I guess I'll turn this off completely. So I can turn this up as far as it goes. Higher. Too far. Too far. We need more mana regen. It would make everything better. Okay. We're not going to be doing any social. Do I need any other spells? Oh, I do not need this one. Definitely not. Because it won't be routine. So we'll be down to just 2 spells running simultaneously, and it's just a question of balancing them. Okay. Okay, it's positive, but what if... Oh, this is cheap. Oh, this is cheap. I should have paid attention to this spell in particular. Okay, maybe not that cheap. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, there we go. That's how we want things. Buy the last library. Okay, walking is stamina. That's not what we want. Push-ups was strength, definitely. Okay, that's a good one. But there's another strength boost in here, heavy lifting. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create the push-ups while weightlifting. Okay, and we're just gonna split the two evenly. And what's gonna happen is our strength is going to skyrocket. Very slowly it will skyrocket. It's a very slow rocket, but it will make it to the sky someday. Somehow. It's getting there. So I'm going to leave it like this. What to do with the rest of our living space? Good question. Good question. What do I want to do with the rest? I don't know. I'm done picking herbs for the time being, so unless I can gather more clay and steel for libraries, I don't think there's really anything else I need to do. I think I just need to let this run until we unlock the next thing. And then we focus on... that's a bit much. Patience, and then we work on magical ability. Oh, man, that's a little bit much too, isn't it? But not like this. This is... oh, boy. Oh, boy, that charisma... There really should be something in between this point and that point, because my gosh. Oh well. In 7.5 minutes, they'll get a big boost. And even though we're not focused on crafting, the crafting doesn't stop either. Okay, this should be good now, right? Yes, perfect. Yep. I have a never-ending supply of wood, so Even if it runs out of plate, it'll still be doing something good. The alchemy continues. Although I doubt that what we craft from that is going to amount to much of anything after the amount of potions we just drank and the effects we got. Diminishing returns have more than kicked in. Diminishing returns are kicking our butt. Oh, I'm just going to let this run now. Alright. We got strength. Sorry, I'm still sick. We got patience, and we got magical ability. Yeah. We also got one more thing that I accidentally dismissed. But I found it. God, my voice is terrible today. I'm sorry. That's just the way it's going to be. Okay. Your ability to immerse yourself and find inner balance has reached a regional level. You were invited to a monastery 400 miles away from your home for a meditation competition. How do you judge success or failure in this competition? After several hours of travel into the scorching sun, the horses... We have horses? When did we get horses? Couldn't withstand the heat, so you had to stop. You stopped by a river, drank some water, and decided to practice meditation. You woke up already in the monastery. The first thing you saw was the face of the monk who was sprinkling you with holy water. You asked him when and where the competition would take place, and to your surprise, you learned that you'd already won, in the deepest meditation category. Unfortunately, they didn't give medals, so you asked the monk for a certificate in the soundest sleep category. Nonetheless, you felt sleep-deprived, so you slept through most of your journey back. Okay. Alright, now, to start with, we have unlocked magical engineering. Will this prove to be any good? Probably not. Most of the jobs aren't very good. We'll see how it competes with Senior Builder after it's been running for a bit. Alright, next up we have Advanced Engineering, the one I'm most excited about. Go take a detour, check out our spells for a second. I can now summon Earth. Oh, well, turn it on. Maybe I'll summon clay. This one summons air element. What does that do? Physical flow amplifier? What is this? Dimensional Okay, there's going to be some weird crap coming our way soon. Well, we'll figure out that when we figure that out. Alright, we have a new accessory. The Magical Atlas. It boosts our gathering effort. Well, that sounds good. I balanced out what I could to even numbers, but I don't have Nightshade at the moment, so... It's good. It's good. Next time we decide to go gathering, we'll have a nice bonus. I can probably bring this up quite a bit more. Alright, now the good stuff. Oh, there's the amplifiers. The good stuff. Okay. First off, we have... Masonry Cottage for living space. Oh, shit, that uses pots. I knew those were going to come up again. Well, guess I'm going to need to do this. Yeah, the energy cost is insane. Income is 125th of being a senior builder still. I don't have high hopes for this one. Even the XP rate is pretty slim by comparison. We'll let it run anyway. Okay. Masonry. All right, I'm going to make a lot of pot. We definitely want all of this. All of it. 20%. Oh, hey, pots again. Well, how about that? I think I ran out of clay. Hmm. Hmm. All right, well, that's going to take a while, but we will get that. Next question. What is this? What is this? This does not cost living space. Ooh. Hmm. We're going to start making our own pocket dimension, it would appear. How interesting. Ah. Alright. How is this all going to work out? That's the question. Amazingly, I used up all the clay I mined. It's going to take me a little while. I think I'll focus on getting the masonry cottages first. So, this is all about air and earth. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Perhaps I need to increase my elemental channeling, and then I need to increase the levels. Maybe I'll go all in on this. I don't know. It's interesting. Maybe. Maybe. Hmm. Income and cap. But what could I possibly purchase anymore? Well, yeah, magical engineering's a bust. It's 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 garbage. But that's fine. I'll need to make a bunch of pottery, and then yeah, I think I will just kind of focus on the new magic. I should be able to do both simultaneously, honestly. Press technology, compression and shaping. Hmm. Let's see. This will give me a new way to increase charisma, and that's probably how I unlock this, which is probably a new job. Embark on expeditions to just go, oh, here we go. Okay, yeah, this one. Why is this magical ability? Why is it there? Are we going through portals into other worlds? Man. Well, I'm gonna leave this running for a bit while I think I'm gonna lay back down, honestly. Ugh. We made tons of progress. Happiness. Yeah, there's nothing left to do but purchase land. There's nothing to just. Ah. Oh well. What even would be the most effective one to be working on? It might actually be a good idea to start doing social. Start pushing this up now because we know we'll need it in the future. As for over here, I think he's just switched to that one. Right. Let's see if we can increase our elemental powers. I'm sitting on a good amount of mana regen right now. So... let's see what this looks like. Seems good. More power. I've never ever had to worry about spell XP. It's always been mana regen that's been my limiting factor. Always. I think I should probably... take a moment to gather more clay. Anyway, this is kind of how things are going to go for a bit. Really? This just needs time? Let's see, I have 485. Now it's 486. Woo! Well, who knows? Maybe I'll someday do this plantation thing. It's always possible. Ugh, man. Alright, here, hold on. Push this back down. These seem like they're a really big deal to me. Unfortunately, none of them are magical. None of them are magical ability or patience. Well, there is yoga. Yeah, just buy them all. Yeah, that's a good plan. Let's do that. Oh, is this going to be exponential? And the price only went up by 20%. This might be a major breakthrough. Like a massive breakthrough. Here, I'm just going to turn this off. There you go. Man, it's kind of close to being balanced. You just need a smidge more MP regen. Yeah. Do it all. For a little bit. That moment of doing it all was just enough to balance my mana budget. How about that? I kind of feel like I should set it to do it all for a while, but let's focus on this elemental amplifiers. This seems to be the way to go. I really think so. And that and these masonry cottages. What will I do with all this space? I don't even know. Something. Alright. I'm gonna go lay down now. Okay, so... Yep, I'm still sick. The ongoing sickness. But never mind my voice. We have things to do. Okay, so... First of all, masonry cottages. I've already got 3, 4. 5. I do want this, but I'll take a library. Why not? Make it a nice 20. I want this. Okay, that's it. That's all the space we got. Okay, so that's all the space we have for now. Give it a second. Our crafting speed, with all that I purchased, I've multiplied it. We are producing way more than before. Although the alchemy hasn't run out of things to do yet, we're going to have to definitely gather more herbs before too long. But the big one. The big one. All right. How much living space can I fabricate? We've used every single bit of it for the moment. Okay. How much you want to bet? How much you think we got? Okay, that's about the equivalent of 3 masonry cottage levels. It's nice. Alright, we brought that from 10 to 20. I have a lot of other things I could build, including urns. I want to get this to 20, and I want to bring this up a little bit. No rush on it. And I want to... Eventually, I'm going to need to shift things back to herb gathering. There's no point in even gathering until I bring the racks back. Well, next up, we have physical flow. So I've been building up this to build up magical ability. Not so much for the unlock, although that is in the back of my mind, but mostly so I could bring up my mana regen enough to be able to cast more wind. And the wind is up to 7 right now and stable. Alright, anyway. Go over here. 2 hours, 35 minutes, it says. Now let's check. Less than an hour. We just cut it down to a third. This now looks reachable. But I must have more. I'm actually going to keep these balanced. I'm actually going to keep all 3 of them in balance. So, looks like we can go a little bit further. And a little bit further. Yes. Look at this. Well, how about that? Our workouts are getting so intense we can't keep up with them. Amazing. All we had to do was force a whole bunch of extra air into our lungs. Strange. Okay. Might as well take some of this. I have a heck of a lot of mental potion, actually. From 75 to... where'd it go? There it goes. To 95. Yeah, we're not going to get a whole lot out of these potions, but, you know, every little bit helps. How however much it gives me. The charisma potion's also worth taking a big gulp. Okay, so now that we've done that... Oh, this one too. Sure. Okay. Right. Continue to gather wind, earth. Not as worried about wood and not really using water yet, so... Yeah, we also leveled up elemental channeling a little bit. Alright. We're actually running low on health here. This is not going up as quickly as I would have dreamed. Despite everything. My gosh. I do apologize for my voice today. I am trying my best, but I think we're at about the limit. So, any last things we want to get done real quick? Let's see. I want to do everything. I want to do it all. Oh. I will read this next time. Whatever it is. So. They're moving real quick. Our stats are skyrocketing right now. That's great. Patience is probably the most important one to work on next. Probably. Awesome. But yeah, I can see the physical stats. They're real slow because I pushed them too much already. Everything else has to catch up. This might actually be the play for a while. I need clay also. You know what? No rush on the clay. What would I do with it anyway? Just increase my crafting speed more. But do I really need that at right this second? Do I have a bunch of clay? 1.33 million. Energy is the problem now. That said, God, it's expensive. So's this. No matter. Ooh, right, this. I just don't need to increase my coins or my bookcases. I have tons of steel, tons of iron and wood, and nothing to do with it. So, yeah. The play is make all numbers go up for a while. See what happens. Yeah, pretty much. Just do that. Alright then. I eagerly look forward to how this turns out.